Welcome back, guys, to part 3 of me turning my boring trunk in my 2015 Peugeot 208 into something that I hope will look fantastic. In today's part, we are hopefully gonna get my sub installed and the speakers installed so it can be ready for the weekend. Plus, I went out and bought my LED strips that I'm gonna put around my amplifiers. I'm not gonna be able to do much today regarding my soundproofing, unfortunately, because I only have 45 minutes or so this is also going to be kind of a short video, but I've just had so much going on today that I'm really on time crunch right now. But yeah, hopefully I can get it ready for the weekend with the sound in, but yeah, I'm just gonna go at it right now. This is probably gonna be a little bit shorter video. Probably not gonna film as much as I've done in my part 1 and part 2. And if you haven't watched those already, I would really recommend you watching them right now, so you know what is going on, what has happened so far, and kind of the whole basics of this whole project so far. And if you have, but it's been a long time, I'm gonna give you a little recap of what we have done so far. So far we have cut out this bottom panel of wood. I showed in my part 1 how I marked it up and how I cut it and how I put on the fabric. In part 2 we glued these glass panels in and we did all the wiring for the amplifiers and for the speakers. So we're almost ready to just install everything. We need to take this panel out again, because I have changed my mind a little bit on how I want to do this. First, I wanted to make 2 separate boxes for my speakers, but I have decided to instead cut two holes, one right here and one on the other side of the amplifiers, or maybe in the corners. I still haven't decided on that, but we're gonna cut some holes in the bottom layer, and hopefully it's not gonna be too hard with the fabric already on, but yeah, I think it's still gonna be easier and faster. Plus I'm not gonna be able to build the box today because of course I am on a time crunch, but I'm gonna do everything I can to get it done today so you guys can also see the result that you've been waiting for. So yeah, just gonna pull out this bottom floor right now and gonna mark up some of my speakers. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do now, and I'm gonna cut back to when they are all marked up and maybe cut out. We'll see about that, or I will show you how I'm gonna mark them up. But yeah, I'll be back in just a minute. So guys, major setback. Yeah, I don't really know what happened. I was trying to test if I could somehow connect the LED strips here to just a normal battery, but as soon as I did it, the chip, if it wants to focus, the chip burned. Plus, when I tried to untangle it, it just snapped clean off. So unfortunately, I'm not gonna be able to get the lights done before the weekend. Really annoyed about that. But yeah, still gonna get the speakers in and yeah, get those wired up. So I'm gonna do that right now and then I'll be back. Okay, so we have now drilled our first hole for the speaker. As you can see, I just marked it up, cut some of the fabric out, drilled some holes so I have some points to go after. Then of course a bigger center hole so I can get my saw down in it. And here we have the first hole already cut down and the speaker not set in just right now, but just to test fit it. And then I'm gonna screw the speaker into it, so it's gonna keep all the fabric in place and it's gonna stay in place. And then it's gonna get one of these covers, which I have right here, if I can get them out there. One of these covers on, so don't look at all the sawdust, but eventually it's gonna look like this down in the car. So yeah, I'm just gonna get the other one cut out because I don't have that much time left, but I'm gonna get that one cut out really quickly, and then I'm gonna fit it all in the car as fast as I possibly can, because I'm getting a little bit stressed right now. So I'm gonna try and do everything as fast as I can, so I'm not gonna be able to film a whole lot. So yeah, I mean, with that said, I think I should really get started. So yeah, I'll cut right back. So guys, I have now not completely installed it. I still have some things left to do, but I simply didn't have any more time before I needed to head home. But I am right now headed home, and when I do get home, I'm gonna finish the install and give it a listen and show you guys the, I want to say final result, because I wanted to be done today, but unfortunately that didn't happen. I mean, it would have been ready for the weekend today if I hadn't burned the LED. But I mean, as I said, these type of things, this thing exactly, I haven't done before, so therefore I'm not really sure what I'm doing. I'm just, trying and hoping and learning. And when you're doing that, setbacks are bound to happen. I mean, everything has went so smoothly. I mean, the speakers has worked perfectly. All my cuts and measurements has been perfect. All my gluing, screwing, stapling, everything, wiring has been successful so far. So I mean, if everything went perfect, then I mean, it wouldn't really be a challenge. I mean, I wouldn't really learn, because everything just almost happened by itself. So I mean, you're bound to have these setbacks, and sometimes it's major, sometimes it's minor, sometimes it's something that costs you a lot of money, and sometimes it's something that's almost completely free. But I finished doing all the cables, and now I'm just ready to connect them all when I get home, and then I'm gonna go for a test run, and I'm really excited for them, because I really like the way it came out. I'm of course gonna show you guys the final result of how it looks right now, and then I guess you just have to imagine the LEDs for this time. Of course, I am gonna do some more parts of this series. I mean, I still have the roof that needs to be soundproof, and the doors also need, plus my front passenger door needs new speakers. So I mean, there's still gonna be plenty of videos left on this project. I'm not done at all yet. I just want to get the important part done before the weekend. I'm trying this for the first time, and I'm learning with you guys, and I'm just happy that you guys want to learn with me, that you guys are willing to be here and watch me do this, because I have no idea what I'm doing. And if any of you guys have any suggestions on what to do or how to do something, or if any of you guys think that I'm doing it wrong, I'm open for suggestions on how to do things differently, because I don't know what is right and what is wrong. So yeah, if you guys have any suggestions or questions. But yeah, I'm almost home right now, so I'm gonna cut the video right here, and then I'm gonna cut back to when I have wired the last parts and when everything is done, so you guys can see what we spent the last 3 days on. So yeah, gonna be right back real quick. So yeah guys, here is the final result for right now. Of course, have to pack these cables in some isolating tape and tuck them down under, but so far this is what I have. Of course, gonna get vacuumed and cleaned up in here from all sawdust. But yeah, and I mean, sounds incredible. Great sound quality from the speakers, tweeters, the bass, everything just works perfectly together. So yeah, that's very good. But yeah guys, now I am back home. I just showed you the results, and I mean, I'm really happy about how it came out. I really wish that the LEDs would have worked, but I mean, sometimes you're just unfortunate and have some setbacks. I'm gonna keep looking for new LEDs that I can use, that won't explode. I'm gonna try to use them. I'm gonna finish this video up in this clip. Gonna start editing so I can get it out today, because I am first gonna be able to film again on Monday when I have some time again. But I just want to thank you guys so much for watching these 3 parts. If you haven't watched part 1 or part 2 yet, I will link them at the end of the video here, so you can watch those. But yeah, this is part 3 done. We almost got what I wanted before the weekend, so I'm about 90% happy. They are fully usable at the moment, and I am gonna use them a lot this weekend, and I'm probably gonna get some clips of it. Unfortunately, I can't post on YouTube because of the copyright policy that YouTube has, but I will still be, have a plan for next week, have a plan for what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it, and what I'm gonna need. So yeah, I just want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you're enjoying the series so far, and I can't wait for the next part. So yeah, bye bye.